A typical factorization question in this part. And don't forget, for factorization, the first thing you have to check is any common factor. Another thing you would like to check, if you don't find any common factor or already extract, then you consider is there any identity. Like a plus b bracket square is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. If you find that there are some expression you can express in this format, then you will change it to left hand side format. If you can't use common factor and it is not any form for identity, then you have to use clause method to solve it. And then please look at this question first. We have two terms, and then we have to check is there any common factor. 9 and 18 are both divisible by 9, so we can extract 9 as the common factor. Furthermore, R exists in left hand side and R also exists in this term, so at most we can take out power of 2 from both terms, so we can extract R power of 2. And what is left, you should write vertically downward inside the bracket. 9 divided by 9 give you 1. R power of 3 divided by R power of 2, so R power of 1 is left. The next term, negative 18 divided by 9 will give you negative 2. Similar reason, R squared already taken out. That means R squared divided by R squared disappear, and then S is left. This power of 1 is useless, so we just simply cancel it out. That's the answer of part A. And then for part B, the first two terms are exactly the same as part A. That's why we isolate it, and then we are going to replace by our answer here. Just replace the answer of your answer, even if it is wrong, it gives you 1 method marks. And then another term, we just forget about this part, we just focus here. We have to do the same operation again. Do you find any common factor? We find that S squared is common. Furthermore, I want positive R here to make them be the same factor. I don't want negative R, that's why I will extract negative also. I extract negative S squared. And then we check term by term. Negative divided by negative, positive is left. S squared divided by S squared, so only R is left. And then this term, positive 2 divided by negative, we get negative 2. S power of 3 divided by S power of 2, still S power of 1 is left. And then usually the first positive, we don't write that down. Also power of 1, we usually do not write down power of 1 here. So you realize that what we calculate, left hand side we have this bracket, right hand side we also have this bracket. We should extract this bracket, and then whenever we extract it, we extract the whole thing and put it in left hand side, and then we reserve some space to write down what is left. The first term, taken out this blue bracket, so 9R squared is left. The second term, take out this bracket, so negative S squared is left. Tidy up again, R minus 2S times 9R squared minus S squared. Before you finish, you should double check, is there anything that you can do? You find R squared or S squared, then you should be really alert. Can you further factorize it? And 9 is power of 3 power of 2, so this is basically this format, and then we are going to change it to left hand side format to further factorize it. That's why our calculation is not yet finished. This is R minus 2S, and then what inside is something squared minus something squared. What inside will give you 9R squared, then you put 3R. What square will give you S squared is just simply S. So after that, we follow the identity that we already memorized. It should be something plus something times something minus something. So I prepare the bracket first, something plus something, something minus something. Write down the first item, write down the second item. And then we check carefully. We have 3 brackets, and then each bracket, nothing we can do. We can't extract any common factor. So we successfully factorize it until it can't be further factorized. Many students, they just extract the common factor and then they stop here. So be more alert especially when you find some square term here.